Hey everyone, it is Barry and welcome back to another Speed Build Wednesday. Today we're building a tiny family beach home, and this house actually turned out way different than I wanted to be. So first of all, I wanted to build a tiny loft, a modern and industrial tiny loft. It was a 4x6 loft. I started building it. I was nearly finished. I looked at it. It was like, nope, I hate it. So I started rebuilding it because it was a little small for a loft and for an upstairs gallery. So I thought, okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. And then I started building this home, which is a 8x8 and a 6x6 in the first floor, I think. And I started to like it better. And now that I started to place the fencing, I was like, no, I think this industrial, I just didn't feel it today, you know. So I put in this white little fence and this really nice white door, and I looked around. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful lot that I'm building on. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do modern industrial, I'm going to do something family like. And it turned into this beach house, and I feel like all the colors and the lot where it is built just fit perfectly for a beach home. It's way better than a industrial modern house. So yeah, this is where my plans already changed, and then my plans changed again and again and again, and it was just ridiculous. This is the first build that I did go into knowing absolutely nothing that I wanted to have. So I just played around a little bit, and in the end it's a house, you know. It's a house. And I imagine in my mind that a family moved here and they couldn't afford a home, or they couldn't find a home, because sometimes, or usually always, it takes you forever to find a house, especially in Germany or in Austria. My mom was searching for a ground to build for forever because, you know, grounds in Germany and Austria are super expensive and pretty rare. So yeah, here it is super hard to find a house. So I imagine they moved here and they didn't have a house yet, but they had to come because the dad has a new job, or the mom, or both of them, who knows. And they found this very nice old couple that has this very nice vacation home right at the beach with a huge pool, and they allowed them to rent this house as long as they can find something else. And that's what I imagine in my mind. So it's actually a vacation home that turned into a rental family home for a while. Does that make any sense to you? I know that this happens a lot in my area. I know a lot of friends and family who have done this, and yeah, it's just something normal here because it's so hard to get houses. So tell me in the comments if that's the thing everywhere, because I don't know, you know, I never lived somewhere else. But yeah, that explains why the house is so tiny. And upstairs there's a room for the parents and a very, very tiny room for a kid. And I imagine, you know, with this backstory, that this room was not planned as a kid's room. It was probably planned as some kind of closet or a makeup room or something like that. Something where you could put your packaging in, you know, if you're traveling, then you could just put your suitcases in there and they would be hidden, you know, you wouldn't have to bother with it. That's what I imagine for this room, but they kind of redecorated it, and now it's a kid's room, a very small one. But hey, let's be honest, if you would live in such a place where you have a huge pool and games and a beach, then you don't really need too much of a room, right? You could just go outside and enjoy this amazing, amazing nature around you. Here in this room is where the failure starts, because I did realize fairly soon that I forgot to put in a door to the kitchen. And in just a second, I'll add the door to the kitchen. right now, because it was like, oh no, let's put in a door to the kitchen because I'll forget it and then I'll decorate everything in a stupid way. And I did replace everything now. I was super happy with the 2 couches and the TV and the fireplace. And just a second, I realized, damn it, Barry, you're a stupid idiot. You forgot the door to the bathroom. And then I needed to redo everything all over again. And I was so pissed. I can't even tell you, because as I said before, I suck at living rooms. I don't know, it's my least favorite room in The Sims to furnish and to decorate. I just don't like living rooms in The Sims. I don't know what this is. But then sometimes I come to the conclusion that I do like it a little bit and that I can leave it like that and I can live with it, you know. And then I realized, oh no, I forgot the door, and then I need to start all over again. And then I was so mad at myself. This is the point where I realized it. So now I redo everything, and yeah, I was very, very angry at this point because I didn't know what to do yet. But I quickly changed my plans. So this is a very, very, very small living room. There's just a tiny couch, and in the corner where the fireplace was is going to be a little bit of an office area, because they'll need that too, you know, whether you're just playing with your computer or you're working with it, or you need to do school homework, or you need to, I don't know, everything, you know. Computers are so essential nowadays, it's crazy. So I decided to make it a little bit of an office area. There's just a desk and a computer and the entrance to the bathroom, which holds a shower, a sink and a toilet. It's super small, but hey, it has everything you need. And as I said, it was not planned as a big ass family house. What else is there to say about those 2 rooms? Not too much. I kept everything pretty light and, you know, just how a beach house should be. Pretty light and happy, and I don't know, maybe bits of Australian vibes because it's so just, you know, beachy. I don't know, I've never been to Australia, but my colleague is going to Australia for 5 weeks this year, and I'm gonna be all alone without him. It's going to be so weird, but I'm so happy for him. So maybe he'll send a lot of pictures and then I'll know how Australian houses actually look like. This is the kitchen. It's just, you know, a simple kitchen. It does not hold too much. It has a microwave, an oven, a sink, a fridge, and a little dining area. And I kept everything in those classical wooden colors, and I did use tiles this time in the kitchen and not wooden floors, because all the, well, vacation homes I've been to always had tiles in the kitchens. I think it's just easier to clean up. If it's not your home, then cleaning up can sometimes be fairly gross, I guess. And up here we have, I said again, I'm so sorry, I really tried to control it. Up here we have the tiny room. First I wanted to make it a toddler's room, then I realized I don't have any space for a bath tube or a toddler's toilet, so I was like, nope, we're going to make it a kid's room and maybe a teenager's room. I don't know, both could easily fit in. All they need is a bed and maybe a dresser, but they could also use the parents' dresser, so it's not even necessary, but everything fits in there. Here's where I realized I don't have place for a bath tube. I was searching and I realized nope. So now this is where we change it to a kid's room. It has this little toy box, a bed, and I think I changed, I changed the puppet house to a dresser and this little tiny seat, because it has a bookshelf, so maybe sometimes the parents are going to read to the kid, and I always liked that imagination. My mom always did that with me, so yeah, I just like it. And back here we have the small bedroom. And if you're not playing with a kid, using this as a vacation home or an actual space to live in with your Sims, you could just tear out the kids' room and make the master's bedroom a little bit bigger. But I like the thought of it being so small and everyone has just this tiny space for themselves. And as I said, it's supposed to be a very cheap home for the Sims who are moving in here, or for their story, because the home itself is not necessarily that cheap. Back here is my little plant area. I just love it so much. I know it doesn't make any sense to just place some plants on the floor randomly, but I like it. And now all I do is add some greenery outside, doing a little bit of gardening. This is where the neighbors started to come in for the neighborhood introduction thing, and they were just standing around like crazy. And when I wanted to make the screenshots, it took me forever to get everyone away from the house. So yeah, this is basically it for this build. I mean, I'm not doing too much, just adding some bushes and flowers, and I think that's it. Also some things to plant. We're going to the screenshots. I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, have a great week. Bye!